Well, time to get my vegetables in the garden here. And unfortunately, you're going to see my head so big. Traffic is a little crazy. I don't know why. So it's loud because it's been raining off and on all day. So I rototilled and got the weed screen down, and I wanted to videotape some of that. But with the rain, I didn't want to get the phone wet and everything all wet. So I'm going to give you kind of an update, and then going forward, now that it's not raining here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to get my plants all situated. So let's get started. All right, so as you can see, I have this beautiful weed screen that you've probably seen in my older videos. I love it because weeds only grow through where I make a hole for the plants there. So I bought it on Amazon. It's a roll like this. This one here, it actually folds out. So this is 3 feet wide, but it folds out to a 6. So it's 6 foot wide, and it gives you 300 feet long of it. So like you can see how much I still have left, and I've done my whole garden. So this is so much better than the weed screen you get from, say, a Home Depot or whatever for your flower beds, that I'm going to end up using this since I have so much left. But you can see, if you have been seeing my TikToks, my lettuce and peas, spinach, Swiss chard, kale are all growing. I had to plant some more Simpson lettuce here, and I planted some more spinach over there. But rototilled this, kind of leveled it off, put some composting and some manure in here. Last year we had some squash bugs over there where my squash zucchini was, and it came over towards my movement there. Oh, as my cucumbers there started going there, so I'm moving my cucumbers over and squash over on this side here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put my peppers here and then move my tomatoes over there. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do there. It gets a lot of shade, but if you can see over there, look at my lilac bush. Things smell so good, and I don't know why it grows crazy here, but it just it's just out of control. But it smells amazing. So yeah, I haven't decided here. This year we're going to do some cauliflower, but I think I'm going to do some cauliflower in those material pots that I have, as you can see over there. So you've probably been seeing my little torch. What I do with my torch is I make my holes. Here's some right there. I'll show you. Because if you cut a hole for your plants instead of using the torch, it gets all frayed, as you can see here, by using like an X-Acto knife. It gets all frayed when it gets cut. So I use a little acetylene torch, and I just, wherever my plants are going to go, I burn a little hole, and within a second the hole's burned. I'll kind of give you an update. I'm just going to kind of figure out where my cucumbers are going to be before. So let me get an idea of where I'm going to go, and then I'll give you an example of how they're going to be burned in. As you can see here, I have this now. I usually build this. This is just extra stuff from my old fence post. And I usually have string lines going down from these 2x4s down to the ground. And what that does is it's like a trellis for my tomato plants. It doesn't have to be just tomato, but that's what I use it for. But I didn't take that down this year or move it over here, so I'm just going to expand it to this area here. for my tomatoes over here. So this year I have 2 beefsteak, 2 slicer, and 2 cherry tomato plants there. My tomatoes grow so big that I've kind of reduced the amount of tomato plants I've been planting, just because I get so many and they just take over. So I figure I'm going to space them a little bit further apart this year, and then I'll end up putting my peppers here. I tried a different brand of pepper this year because I haven't had great success the last couple of years with peppers. As I showed you here, my pole beans grow up here, and as you can see, I got this fencing here, like an archway, because it grows all the way to the other end here. So, but we'll figure out what we're going to plant in there. Usually I have my garlic in there, but now that you're not supposed to plant your garlic in this same spot. They say for about every 3 years, 3 to 5. So I made that raised bed here, as you've seen in my other videos, and that garlic's going crazy. I hope it's growing as good under the ground as it is above the ground. So, and then you see some little wood there with that table. I'm going to build a little 6x8 greenhouse there with the leftover wood from when I was replacing my deck. Some of the boards are still good, so I'll be able to plant lettuce in there all winter long. But I might do that too, is I might plant some more lettuce and stuff over here, but I hate to do that and ruin a piece of screen, because you gotta plant them a lot closer, right, when you're dealing with lettuce. So I might not do lettuce there. I may figure out something else to do there. But let's get to showing you how I'm going to burn these holes in there so you don't fray the weed screen. The good thing about this thing where I have for my cucumbers is they're from here to here is a foot, so I kind of can gauge where I want to plant. So if I go from here, then I want to do about 1.5 feet there, right? So I have 3 cucumbers, and then they're the seedless ones, English seedless ones that grow long and skinny. And then right now I have 2 squash. I don't have any zucchini yet, but I want to get some zucchini. But I still have some more of this there, as you can see that roll, that I'm going to come across right here and put it there so I can grow that as well. So let's start this up and then show you how I'm going to burn the holes. All right, you can't see the flame, but I'm gonna show you it's there. So you just go like this and see how fast that burns. Oh, boom, there's one. Go about 1.5 feet here. Takes usually a little bit longer, sorry about that. And because the weed screen's a little wet, so it's super easy to do. Now I'm gonna do peppers from kind of beam to beam here. So I'm gonna go and I'll put one right along these lines. Now, this one here has a little overlap. Make sure you're seeing this. This one takes a little longer because it's overlapped, so there's 2 of them there.
you want to overlap your weed screen a little bit.
Okay, so got 4 there. I guess following that green line isn't great because it's not straight from pole to pole. But I also, this pole, oh, sorry about that, isn't level either, so. But it's fine. I just like to leave between the beans and that pole, I like to leave a little walkway here so I don't have to get it. Now I have lots of room. I can plant something else in the middle there. So I'm going to do my tomatoes there, and I'll leave the rest for later until I decide what I'm going to do. Just wanted to kind of give you an update as it's about that time. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified when I post another video. We'll talk to you later.